Greetings, fellow Godless rockers. I'm Steve.
And I'm Tally from
Monster on Sunday!
In this week's BAM blog, we review why atheists should unite. And David Silverman, the president of American Atheists, will make a guest appearance.
That's right. You may have had conversations where an atheist made an objection to the idea of uniting together. In fact, people have said that bringing atheists together is much like herding cats. In today's episode, we will show you why it's so important for us to come together now more than ever. Also, we'll take a sneak peek behind the scenes as Tally works on lyrics for album 2. So stay tuned for episode 11 of Godless Rockers.
Okay guys, so here's the deal. Steve and I are fairly active on social media, discussing important atheistic topics, and we sometimes have received this comment that there's no point or reason for atheists to unite together. After all, isn't that one of the many perks of leaving the church?
Well, definitely. It's true that to be atheist means that you don't believe in God, as we discussed in our last episode. Some people assert that's all we have in common. Therefore, we cannot unite on any political topic, but the fact is that atheists have more in common than most people realize.
That's right. The harm done by religious zealotry, the privileges granted to religious people, and the assertion that the Bible is the only source of morality are common threads of frustration that we all face. We also have a common enemy in the theocrats and fundamentalists who want to oppress us, silence us, and punish us for the imaginary crime of not sharing in their particular brand of superstition. This alone gives us ample reason to band together to defend our rights against people who are trying to take them away.
Yep, atheists have been mistreated and killed much like gay people have been. We can look to the success of the gay rights movement as a hope for our cause. Atheists make up as much as 12% of the population in America. That would be over 36 million people, of which if even a fraction were involved, that would be a formidable voting bloc.
And so, aside from not believing in God, what can we agree on? Well, to start, coming together for atheistic-specific charities is a great way to show the world our humanity. Many religious charities exist to give food only in exchange for being subjected to the preaching of their doctrines. Through giving, we can show that people can be good for the sake of being good, and kind for the sake of being kind. Aside from the benefits to those in need, this selflessness may help to destigmatize the term atheist.
Another excellent reason for atheists to unite is because we don't want to see religious beliefs being used as the basis for law. We want that wall of separation between church and state to be reinforced. The fact is that separation of church and state is constantly under assault by theocrats, from teaching creationism in the science classroom to placing religious monuments on government property, and from mandated prayer in schools to religious language inserted in our currency into the Pledge of Allegiance and displayed in our government buildings. We can band together to demand that laws affecting all of us be justified by reason and evidence.
Another fantastic reason why atheists should unite is for free speech. I wouldn't think I'd have to say more than that, except for in today's day and age, there's been a ton of attempts to violate free speech, and so it must be addressed. The main current threat in this department is from hate speech laws. In many countries, these laws have been repeatedly used to stifle legitimate criticism of religion, and in extreme cases, atheists are often killed over speaking out against religion.
Several countries are recently attempting to resurrect the medieval idea of a law prohibiting blasphemy. Even rules that ban offensive speech are inevitably used by hostile majorities to silence unpopular minorities. I don't know about you, but I don't want to live in a world where we atheist activists take the risk of being beheaded for speaking our minds here on YouTube or on other social media or in song lyrics. Oh wait, we already live in that world, and we don't want to anymore.
Another big reason why atheists should unite is to support science and reason. I don't have to tell you guys that the best mechanism we have to determine what is real, what is true, and what is correct about the world we live in is through science. Climate change denial, anti-vaccine activists, and a shit ton of people using prayer to attempt to solve our problems instead of actually doing something is a seriously unfortunate mindset for the human masses to have. I don't know about you, but we want to contribute to being a positive force in the life of our son, grandkids, and so on into the future. Coming together on these issues may be crucial to provide a livable environment for next generations and ultimately even for the survival of the human race as a whole.
There are a few more noteworthy reasons why atheists should unite that we'd like to mention, such as marriage equality, gay rights, and reproductive choice. Most of us tend to agree on these topics as well, and coming together to fight for these rights is important. And finally, imagine what would happen if atheists don't unite. The church is a formidable opponent. It's like Goliath and we're David. Religion is massive in size and extremely united. We will not stand a chance. If we do nothing to stop them, this country will become a theocracy, which history warns us, going down that road is a road to violence, death, and destruction.
If you're an atheist, please come out and say so. Cast your vote. Get involved. We need your help. Together, we can do it. On that note, let's hear what our guest, David Silverman, the president of American Atheists, has to say on the subject. Hi, David.
Hello, fellow Godless rockers. This is David Silverman, president of American Atheists, and I'm really happy to be here today with Monster on Sunday. I first saw Monster on Sunday live at the Reason Rally 2, and I really enjoyed rocking with them. And I really need to express the point that movement unity right now is more important than ever because of our political landscape, because we have all three branches of government that are trying to merge church and state despite our best efforts. We need to unify in order to fight that, and we need to remember that our division is religion's best friend. The religious right wants us to separate, wants us to do the infighting so that we're not fighting as a unified front against them. We need to unite, we need to point our guns outside the movement, and we need to realize that that is how we're going to hold our line through this administration. Please find out more at atheists.org. Go to our website and check out our national convention, which is coming up August 19th through 21st, featuring a total eclipse of the sun. Well, hopefully we'll see you there. Thank you very much, and rock on.
Thanks, David. In conclusion, we can affect change by coming together as one. The goals uniting atheists aren't supported only by atheists, but ought to be shared by every person who supports justice and human rights. Together, we could pass on a better, more humane world into the future.
Please let us know if you have other ideas of how atheists should unite in the comments below. Also join us this week as we go behind the scenes with Tally as she works on lyrics for album 2. Check it out.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tally from Monster on Sunday. We're going to go behind the scenes with me while I work on creating new lyrics for our song, one of our new songs, which is called G.I. Jesus. Basically, what I do is I listen through the song to get a feel for it. Process, people. Okay, guys, so I had to start recording right away because, oh my gosh, I was just listening through and I kind of accidentally came up with something already. I don't usually on the first listen, but I kind of did. So I'm just going to back up a little bit right now and work on this idea that I had. This is my lyrics, by the way, that I'm working on. I had these extra lyrics down at the bottom. I thought I'd just try singing that along with that grungy feel, and it kind of worked. So I'm recording right now. Has to say I must have faith because God said He's the one. So I really like that. It's very grungy and dark and like dirty. It just sounds badass. So basically, I want to say something almost the same but slightly different because I want a second line. I want to start with pastor said because repeating things sometimes is good. It really solidifies a message if you are liking a certain message. I feel like this needs more of like a, I want to say something big here. This is the breakdown. Because God said I'm the evil one. I don't know, do me in. But that doesn't rhyme. I probably want to rhyme with one. So this is a silly thing that I do, but I write down all the consonants in the alphabet. So B, C, D, Y, Z. And then I go through each. Start with B. Do, bun. Go to C. Con, done. Make sure I'm done. I'm not a fan of it, but it's something. Moving on. Fun doesn't belong here. Gun. Okay, moving on. Hun, jun, kun, lun, mun, none, none. None. I'll write that down. Okay, so what do I have after going through the alphabet? I've got run, one, shun, and gun, and none. I love all these words, but I think gun is my favorite. So I'm probably going to try to figure out a way to work in the word gun. I think that's the winner here since the song's called G.I. Jesus. It should be really fun to figure it out, and you guys are just going to have to wait for the record to come out to hear what I end up with. Okay? So thanks for joining me behind the scenes with Monster on Sunday.
We'll see you guys later. Bye.
So thanks for joining us for another episode of Godless Rockers.
Tune in for next week's episode where we attend the March for Science on Earth Day.
Check out last week's vlog, 5 Reasons That Atheists Are Not Religious, right here.
And click here to check out our store where you can get music, merch, and more.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. See you next Sunday at noon.
We're
Monster on Sunday!
Thanks for joining us on
Godless Rockers.